So Johnny is back in Guilty Gear Strive, and he is still Johnny. Of course now he doesn't have coins, he's broke, but a good amount of the Johnny staples when it comes to his tech and gameplay is still here. And that's just what I want to go through today. Not really going to be showing combos, just the core things to know about Johnny when it comes to playing him at any level really. So first and foremost, I wanted to talk about Mistfinder canceling. So what is a Mistfinder cancel? Well, we'll start from the very basics of it. So as you can see, Johnny is a zoner and he has very long-reaching normals. And well, he's got this huge recovery on it, as you can see, where he's got to sheath his sword again. And to mitigate the big recovery on all of his normals, you can do what's known as the Mistfinder cancel. He has a special move called Mistfinder. And to do Mistfinder, the input is 2-1-4, either punch, kick, or slash. And you can hold this stance, like so, and move around. Once you're holding the stance, you can disengage the Mistfinder by pressing heavy slash. So, in very quick succession, you will do a normal, as normal, and then you will special cancel into Mistfinder and quickly disengage, so you basically have no recovery on your normal. Just like that. And you can cancel basically every single one of his normals. Every single hit can be cancelled into Mistfinder, and it is a great tool to just keep applying pressure and mixing up your opponent, like so. And as you can see, there was basically no recovery on any of my moves in that little sequence there. So you should definitely be doing Mistfinder cancels a lot. And it is very important to playing Johnny in any capacity. You of course can do it in the air, and you can Mistfinder cancel out of the air. Of course you can do Mistfinder cancel in the air, and you can Mistfinder cancel his air normals into air Mistfinder and teleport, what have you. So, Johnny no longer has coins. Instead, he has cards. And the cards do work like the coins in some way, though the resource management of the character is completely gone. For new players that don't really know anything about Johnny, Johnny used to have coins, and basically he had a select amount of them, and he would toss them at the opponent. Every time he hit the opponent with the coin, he would gain a level, and he could cash in those levels on his Mistfinder. And in this game, he of course doesn't have that. Mistfinder, to put it this way, it's always at like level 2 Mistfinder, where you'll get a pretty decent hit that will knock your opponent up or far back, and you can do some pretty good damage from it. But to get back on topic, the coins, they're not here. Instead, he has cards. And to do this special, it's 2-3-6, either punch, kick, slash, and heavy slash if you want to do it from the air. The cards will not hit the opponent unless you do the air version, like so. But the cards, all in all, still relatively Johnny. He's got 3 different versions of the card. The cards do work very similarly to how the coins did, in that they will basically enhance your Mistfinder. So Johnny has 4 different types of card throws. He has punch, which doesn't go very high. It's right behind the opponent, and it falls fairly fast. He has kick, which is much further away, and will fall to the ground pretty quickly, and is good to use during a combo that will knock back your opponent quite a bit. And you have his slash variation of it, which the card is much higher, around the kick version's height, but it is much closer to your opponent. So one thing to note about the cards is that they have a set distance. They will not always go behind your opponent. Of course, if you're a bit far, you can put it in front. Now, as I said before, in order to get that second hit of Mistfinder and the card, you have to actually hit the card with a Mistfinder. So if I were to do this, the slash version, but I did a Mistfinder while it was on the ground and I did mid, it doesn't hit. as you can see. But if I were to do it again, and Mistfiner when it's right there, it does give me the hit. Another big move that is part of Johnny's kit is Ensenga, which is 214 Heavy Slash. And it looks like that. Used to be much bigger back in ACR. Now it is something that you would do to end a combo, I believe. Or get a good air launch into a Roman cancel as well. But its use has definitely changed. Before you could basically just jump up and Ensenga. Of course now Johnny cannot do it from the air. And you'd be able to zone even more with it. And combos with it because it reached basically full screen. Almost full screen. And now I just want to show you what Mistfiner canceling looks like on block. And just the sheer amount of pressure you can apply to someone just by Mistfiner canceling over and over and over again into whatever you want to do, really. Now, this doesn't mean you're completely safe. Obviously, people can challenge the Mistfiner cancel. But what it does mean is that when they do start challenging it, you can start doing other things like his teleport into Mistfiner mid or low, or whichever one you had locked in, and start punishing them for trying to challenge your Mistfiner. Very great tool. It's his most important tool. It's mix-up, it's pressure, it keeps you safe, and it's mobility. So the mobility side of it is not as good. Definitely not as good. I mean, the teleport is great. It goes through projectiles. You can cross people up with it if you want. But it is a little bit slow and somewhat telegraphed. But again, if your opponent is expecting you not to do that, then it should work just fine. And, well, you get the idea behind Mistfiner canceling and why it's so important. Obviously, like I said, people can challenge it, so you gotta be careful when you do it. And if you keep on doing Mistfiner disengage, people are gonna get wise to that and they'll start hitting you. So now you gotta start doing Mistfiner into teleport, Mistfiner, teleport, let go of Mistfiner. An important thing to note about crossing up with the air Mistfiner is that most of the time it's not going to adjust Johnny's position. And what I mean by that is that he's not going to hit the opponent if you let go of Mistfiner and actually do the low slash version of Mistfiner from the air from a cross up. He still faces to his right, which is opposite of the opponent, and vice versa. As you can see, he does not adjust to it. So I would say that Mistfiner teleport from the air is really not that good to do. He has a lot of recovery from it, and unless you cancel that, you're gonna get hit. If you're playing against like a Potemkin, he's gonna snatch you right out of the air and you're dead. Johnny's kick, to me at least, coming from ACR to Strive, feels about the same. The distance on it, the reach on it is pretty good, and it is still a decent button to press if someone is getting close and to keep them all away from you. And he still does have his 6K, which is not as good of a launcher as it used to be. You used to be able to get a natural combo off of it in ACR. Now you do have to Roman cancel and do all that jazz. But really, I just wanted to go over Mistfiner canceling because I saw the starter video and I thought it would go over that kind of tech with Johnny. But unfortunately, it didn't, and it just kind of showed his special moves, which is fine. So really, I just wanted to go over Mistfiner canceling because it is incredibly important to playing Johnny at any level and doing decently well with him. If you don't Mistfiner cancel, you're going to be leaving yourself open in a lot of situations. So Mistfiner cancel is extremely important, and changing which Mistfiner you're using, doing up, mid, or low. Of course, that corresponds to punch, kick, slash in that order. But that is, yeah, that's really it for Johnny. Though he's quite different, he's still Johnny, I would say. He definitely has some cool stuff. He has Vault, which you can use to cross up, and this is a move that is he's always had as well, and he can throw a card from it. Again, you can also use that mid combo. So I'll just end this video by showing you two combos. Again, not a combo video. Not gonna do a combo video for Johnny because preference. I don't really like the way Gatlings are in this game. I think they made them I think they made them weird in this game, but that's side tangent. I'm just gonna show you these two to give you an idea of how you can get your cards set up and how you can throw out a card mid combo and, you know, use it in a very long combo. So here we go. You know, something like that. You get your card out, you get a lot of pressure, you got the guard break, all of that. And you can just Mistfinder cancel all day. Of course there I didn't Mistfinder cancel, I just went for the far slash into Mistfinder slash into far slash Mistfinder slash. And here is the second combo. This one is, you're gonna be spending a Roman cancel, so you gotta have meter for it. And make sure your opponent doesn't have burst, but here it is. And if you do that combo mid-screen, or from corner to mid-screen, you don't get the wall break, but you do get a card set up on them, which is pretty good as well. I hope this video helped, and that is it. Thanks for watching, keep playing fighting games,